Halfway across the globe to Germany, where this refugee problem is getting big, or shall we say much bigger. As you know, Angela Merkel of Germany has said all of Europe has a human obligation to do the right thing and take millions of immigrants in, largely from Syria, and grant them asylum and protection and the security of making it in a capitalist society. Well, what's happened is that many in that capitalist society are resisting the 1 million who she wants to let in, amid reports that certainly over the New Year's weekend and afterwards, there have been sporadic sightings of crime and some rapes attributed to some of those refugees. They can't prove it, and again, it would be a small portion of all the refugees, but you can imagine that it has incited enormous resistance. Brigitte, Gabriel on that and what she makes of the global impact of what's going on in Germany. Brigitte, what do you think?
Well, Germany is reaping the result of importing something with an ideology and a culture that is not compatible with Western civilization or with German culture. These Muslim Arab men who have been imported into Germany as refugees do not share the respect of women that we in the West have, or equality. They look at women as property. They look at women as something to use. Rape doesn't even exist in marriage in Islamic culture. So now we are seeing the clash of civilization on a microscopic version in Germany, where finally
Brigitte,
the German
Gabriel,
people are.
as you know, Angela Merkel has said these incidents that have been attributed to some of these refugees represent but a few. The president tomorrow at his State of the Union address, I'm told, is going to have a Syrian refugee who eventually got to Detroit after his wife and daughter and other family members were killed in an attack by Bashar al-Assad, and that he represents this doctor who's made a new home and a life of it in Detroit, is representative of most of those refugees, not some of these aberrant cases you see. What do you think of that?
He is the very, very rare exception. The reality is the rapes in Europe and the crimes are by the thousands. The gang rape was over 1,000 on New Year's Eve, and the German authorities covered it up, as well as they covered up 1,400 in a little town, also refugees who committed rape. We do not want to import the same thing to the United States. The president is making a political point, but there are members in Congress right now who are working on a bill, specifically Congressman Babin, in trying to stop the president from bringing refugees into the country. We at Act for America have launched our Refugee Resettlement Working Group to stop refugees from coming. We are holding a national conference call. For more information, people can go to our website, actforamerica.org, and sign up to become a part of the Refugee Resettlement Working Group.
It would be something if this topples Angela Merkel's conservative coalition, because right now her popularity has tanked as a result. Brigitte, thank you very, very much.
Yes.
Good seeing you again.